Today's episode is in memory and honor of the life of Brittani Chantal Spight. She was my daughter here on earth. She was my friend. She was an angel who walked among us. She taught me a lot of lessons. She was chosen by God, and she understood her assignment. She understood the calling, and she very courageously said an absolute yes to God, confirming her calling and election. So I want to read the tribute I made to her on every single social media platform that I have to my access. And I share it here as I voice it to bring power and life to the words of how her life changed mine. Just to give you backstory, Brittani was born December 16th, 1989. To me, I was 18 years old at the time, a teen mom married to her father, who was 20 years old at the time. And there's a whole long story to the life I had leading up to giving birth to her, but getting pregnant with her when I did at the age of 18, freshly 18, it saved my life. And the life I had with her was supernatural. And the journey that we had, Brittani was diagnosed with chordoma, which is a form of an aggressive cancer. After the doctors found a 16-inch tumor on her spine. It was the size of a football on her 5'6", 110-pound frame. Brittani was an athlete. She was a starting guard on her high school basketball team, and began to have severe pain in her back. She was very healthy, never complained about anything, but after complaining and taking her back and forth to our family physician for up to a year and a half, the doctor finally said, let's do an x-ray. And on the way home from her having the x-ray, we received a call from the doctor's nurse telling us to get her to the hospital as soon as possible. So that began our journey of cancer. And so I'll share that part of the journey another time, but April 4th, 2012, 11 years ago is when Brittani answered the final call, a higher call, and that was for her transition to heaven. So what I wrote was 4-4, because numbers are so critically important to me. God speaks to me in numbers. On 4-4, it's been 11 years since the last day I heard your voice calling my name, telling me the last thing you needed for me to know. The day you gave God your absolute yes for the higher calling on your life. This past year, grieving you was the absolute hardest of them all, hands down. Yet somehow, the sovereignty of God allowed me to have the most amazing dream about you last night. He allowed me to see you whole, healed, free from the afflictions that crippled your body here on earth, and you were full of life. I've had plenty of dreams about you over the years, but this one was different. All I could think was to praise God for your healing and tell everyone about the incredible miracle He performed in healing you. Although I miss you terribly and still find it hard to describe this journey of grief with all that comes with it, I'm so thankful and overwhelmed with the love of the Lord, who is indeed ever so close to the brokenhearted, even still. To my family and friends, please help me celebrate my angel Brittani today. Leave a comment or let me know and remind me how she may have touched your life, whether it was from knowing her, an encounter with her, or if you simply only knew her through me. This would really touch my heart and honor my sweetheart's memory today. To my sweetheart Brittani Chantal Spight, continue to rest well, my beautiful baby girl, until we meet again. So that is the message that I left. 160 characters or however many characters my tribute is. I can't begin to touch the level of the impact that she left on me and a sea of people around the world, everyone, and I mean literally around the world, everyone who's heard her story of courage, strength, determination, of faith have been altered in a very positive way. There are people who left comments on my status telling me of how she impacted their lives. Even her high school teacher left a message and said, I can't believe it's been 11 years. I just told my students her story just last week and shared with them her pictures to tell them how incredibly strong and wise and faithful in God she was. My heart is filled with gratitude. The tears may still flow even after 11 years, and there is a hole in my heart. And as her mom, I reach to God every single day for my strength, because He redeemed me through this journey of grief, through 11 years of trauma and grief therapy. I've been able to sum up the fact that when I say that my daughter accepted the high calling on her life, she knew that by her telling God yes for this journey, it would lead to my awakening. She knew the level of brokenness that I lived with. She was my greatest fan, my biggest cheerleader. She waited for me to awaken, and nothing in this world could awaken me. And when she took her last breath, I literally took one first. The song, Mary Did You Know, speaks to me greater than it ever has. I had no idea that God would choose me for such a journey, for such a high calling, a high mantle, to give birth to a beautiful angel at 18 years old, to my husband at the time, exactly 12 days after he murdered a young woman, a young mom. She was 22 years old. And Brittani was 22 years old when she passed away. This is not a coincidence. My daughter passed away on 4/4. That is 22/22. I'm here to testify that God uses absolutely everything for his good. I'm here to testify that he has awakened me from the pit, and my daughter's yes is not in vain. I am alive. I am walking in my purpose, and I will continue to walk fiercely in my purpose. I share this in faith that it is the year of redemption for me, that it is the year for me to redeem everything I've lost through this journey of awakening and saying yes to God myself. And I share this in hopes that it touches someone, anyone, under the sound of my voice. Take advantage of our time here, because it is just a vapor. Love your loved ones. Make right all your wrongs. Allow the Lord to minister to you about your calling. Surrender your life and walk in your calling. The world needs you alive. We need your contribution. We need your calling. And as I share this with you, I am also ministering to myself. There is so much more to come. And at some point I will provide the backstory of the murder that happened 10 days before my baby girl was born. I am on this journey of recovery, and I have some notifications to make to the family who doesn't know who took their baby girl's life or their mom's life. So stay with me, family. This is not an easy journey. I've held on to these secrets for 33 years. But it is no secret, and it is not a chance encounter that this is, again, Holy Week. And as of sunset, because now it is 8:26 p.m. and the sun has just set, that we have now transitioned into Passover. And this calling is coming forth. It is being birthed as I speak. So as always, I pray you are journeying well. I pray that you have the highest form of peace, and that is shalom. And I'm kind of lost for words, but know that my heart is filled with gratitude this day. Although this is being recorded the day after April 4th, there just are no mistakes, and we are never not on time. The appointed time is now. And I don't know who that's for or what that means to you, but it is being spoken through me. The appointed time is now. Now, family, let's keep getting this healing. I'm QuietStormzzzSpeaks, and I leave you with all the love that I have available in me this day.